Media's role in shaping social change, addressing inequities, and empowering voices. Chairman Alex Ndodi Enebele, FSM, President, Institute of Strategic Management of Nigeria, Chartered. Keynote speaker, Professor Armstrong Idachaba, Professor of Media and Broadcasting Communication. Panelist, Professor Chris Ochonogo, Immediate Past Head of Department, Journalism and Media Studies, University of Port Harcourt. Dr. Ijoma Tobosia, Secretary, NUJ, River State. Dr. Sarah Joe, University Orator and Associate Dean, Faculty of Communication and Media, River State University, Port Harcourt. Dr. Ibiere Koki, Ignatius Aju University of Education, Rumolomini, Port Harcourt. Chief Host, Dr. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, Chairman, Morrison Group. Date, Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Venue, Gate Place Hotel, Kilometer 5, East West Road, adjacent Obirikwere Flyover, Rumosi, Port Harcourt. Time, 10 a.m. For more information, please call Kainde Paul Obofade, 081-063-41777 or Samuel Ajinwo at 090-454-00744. Signed, Management.
Good afternoon and welcome to ATN Society Watch. This is a program where we spotlight societal issues, give them a collective attention, and work towards solutions that make society better for everyone. Today on the headlines: health. HIV prevention drug to arrive Nigeria in March, says federal government. Insecurity. Bandits amputate farmer's hand in Kaduna. Backlash. Women groups defend Umahi over alleged unpaid debt. And controversy. Adekunle files divorce, cites controlling marriage. We're open for sponsorship of this program. Jingles and advert placements, news and event coverage, personality, society and political interviews, product service promotion, and commercials. Watch us live on www.atlanticnetwork.tv, Avo TV channel 205, Linux TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Connect with us on ATN socials, subscribe, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X, at Atlantic TV Net. We go on a short break, and when we return, I will introduce my guest, and we will dive right onto the reports for today. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show and thanks for staying with us. Joining me on Society Watch today is Miss Oluchi Odukalu, a social activist and a public affairs analyst. You're welcome to the show, Miss Oluchi.
Thank you.
I like to do this with you. I mean, I hope we do this the women's way.
Yeah.
All right. Now on to the report. Nigeria's federal government has announced that consignments of lenacapavir, a groundbreaking HIV prevention drug, will arrive in the country in March 2026, according to the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA. Preparations are already underway for its introduction as a pre-exposure prophylaxis or PrEP, options aimed at accelerating progress towards HIV epidemic control. Lenacapavir is a long-acting injectable drug taken just twice in a year. Clinical trials show it significantly reduces the risk of HIV infection and offers near total protection. The drug has already received regulatory approval from the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, clearing the way for a rollout. NACA says readiness assessments have been completed in 10 priority states, including Lagos State, Kano, and the FCT, while healthcare workers have undergone specialized training. Public awareness materials have also been developed to support a structured and quality-assured phased rollout once the drug arrives. Isn't this a good news?
Yes.
It is, right?
Yes.
So what's your take on the report?
It's a very good news, and I like that government has approved it because as at last year, the statistics, like when they brought out the statistics of HIV, people that have HIV in Nigeria, it was a lot. They said in Port Harcourt, it was plenty in Port Harcourt, in Abia State, in some other states, but the states I really picked out was Abia State and Port Harcourt. It was very rampant, and I feel like now, at least we'll be more safe. It doesn't mean this drug being introduced doesn't mean that we can go around and have unprotected sexual activities with people. It just means that in case you have to, at least you are sure that you are 100% protected. Yeah.
You know, when I saw this report, it made me very happy. And then I also remember my service here in Benue State, you know. Immediately we got to Benue State, it was just like they were just waiting for us to arrive, and then one of the major warnings that we were getting from all the corners is, this place, HIV is plenty. One man even said, if 100 men in Benue State steps out, we should be rest assured that at least 70 of them are HIV positive. And we were like, oh my God, is this a propaganda? Is this even true? And that made us so scared during our stay there. It is not just Benue State. This is a good news, and we hope that the government says it's going to arrive this March. We're already in March, so let's hope and let's look forward to its arrival. And then, as you also added, this shouldn't create an avenue for people to now go on ahead and mess around with the hope that, oh, after all, there is a prevention drug now, so I can do just what I like. The report already states that it is I think with the statement from the report, it's a 90% assurance that it will prevent HIV. But then that shouldn't open room for going about and having unprotected sex just because of this promise. And then in the midst of a lot of negative reports in Nigeria recently, we have been bombarded with a lot of reports of, oh, terrorists, bandits, this number of persons have been reported dead, and everybody have been sad. The reports haven't been very good over some time now. But seeing this report today, I'm a bit relieved. This is good news, yes. And we hope that the federal government will keep to their word, and then we are to have the arrival of this promised drug as soonest. Do you have what to add before we move?
Just to conclude what you said, let's all be safe out there. Let's not mess around. Even if you have to, still use a condom. Because it's 90%. 90% is not 100%. Let's all try to be safe out there. Thank you.
All right, on to the next report. A farmer identified as Abdul Karim has been severely injured after armed bandits amputated his hand in Kabau local government area of Kaduna State. The incident reportedly occurred on February evening while he was working, on Friday evening, I beg your pardon, while he was working on his farm. According to a post shared on X by security analyst Bakastin, the attackers stormed the farm and carried out the brutal assault. Sources say the violence was triggered after the farmer confronted the armed men. The incident has once again raised concerns about worsening insecurity in rural communities, with many questioning how long farmers will continue to bear the brunt of attacks while trying to earn a living. Before I say anything, what is your take on this report? And then what is your take on the issue of insecurity in Nigeria in general?
The last part of this news, how long will people in the rural areas continue to lose their lives in their own farms? Like, imagine going to earn a living, you are going to your farm that you own, and someone is coming to claim your farm, someone is coming to molest you, someone is coming to harm you there. It will just make people to go inside, and because of that, there will continue to be poverty. They will not be, like, they are scared to go out and hustle. I feel like this thing has gone on for a long time. Since for a long time we hear insecurities, Boko Haram, bandits, terrorists. How long will it continue? What is the federal government doing about this? I saw a video last week that Nigerian soldiers, they came to an area, and I think they were trying to talk to some of the people. They say running away. Why? Because most of these terrorists, they dress like Nigerian soldiers. Yeah. The Nigerian soldiers had to tell them that we are Nigerian soldiers, we are not terrorists. They were running because they were very scared. So imagine now that these people are now scared of the soldiers. To show you how long this thing has continued, in Benue there are killings, in
Kwara
States,
Kaduna, Kebbi State.
Yes, it has reached all, like, it's a lot. Even though there are some of them, and I believe that there are some of these insecurities that has not even been reported.
That's true.
They are killing people anyhow. I feel like the government should do something. They should do something about it. Imagine a young man going to his farm to harvest his crops, to bring home for his family, and they end up bringing back his mutilated body. That's very bad. I feel like government should really take a step. Imagine Donald Trump, the United States president, hearing about this, to show you that this thing has gone haywire.
You know, in a similar report last week, we had the youths in Kwara State staging a protest. And then they spoke out bitterly. They now live in fear. And then they called on the federal government to come for their aid, to intervene. And then in their statement, they said, this statement from them got to me, that rather than expecting the next harvest, they now expect the next attack. So we now have situations where people are now scared of going to their farms.
To their farms, to their business places.
To their business places, because you don't know what awaits you when you go to the farm. The farmers are now scared. And we know that in Nigeria, most of the farm products that we enjoy, we consume in this country comes from the north.
Yes.
So in a situation where these people who are the producers of the agriculture that we depend on in this country are now frightened and made to run into hiding places rather than going to farms. What future implication do you think this is going to cause in this country when the farmer can no longer go to his farm due to fear of terrorist attacks? What implication will this have in the nearest future?
There will be lack of food. There will be a scarcity of food that will happen in this country. The economy will go down because most of these products, not only that we consume them, we also export them. So I feel like the economy will go down. It has gone a long time. There was, where I'm from, in Abia State, there was a time these Fulani herdsmen, they will come to people's, that time it was raining, it was trending. They even entered the east. They will carry their cows, they will enter people's farm without asking for permission. Destroy the farms. You plant your cassava, they will go and eat it. You will not have any time. Most of the people from that my side, they are farmers. It was causing no food. If you go to the market, nobody is selling. What my community did, they had to chase them away. Since they've complained to the government was not saying, they banned it. Even till now, where I'm from, we don't eat cow meat because of that.
Really?
Yes, they banned the cows.
Where are you
coming?
What's the name of the place?
I'm from Abia State or Afia.
Do you know that this scenario you gave just reminded me of a story? We had it in the report. That was some months ago. I don't know if you came across this report about the Mr. Jackson Sunday. He was a student and as well a farmer who was in his farm, and then a herdsman came to the farm, and the usual thing they do, they come with their cows and then they graze on the crops, not even the weeds in the farm. So he was right on the farm when the herdsman came in, and then probably he asked him to leave. The herdsman refused. There was a confrontation. It led to a physical attack. The herdsman was the first to attack him. How did that? The herdsman stabbed Mr. Sunday Jackson on the chest 3 times. And because probably he wasn't a weak man, he defended himself. And then in retaliation, he was able to collect the knife from him, stabbed him back. And then the herdsman sustained injuries, which later led to his death. Do you know that in this same Nigeria, Mr. Sunday, for defending himself, was sentenced to death? He was sentenced to die because he defended himself right on his farm. And a lot of persons will say, oh, it's manslaughter, it's this and that. He did not defend himself with a gun. It was the same
knife that was
used to stab him 3 times that he used. And then he was sentenced.
There's this unpopular opinion, allegedly, that these herdsmen, Fulani, they are a political tool. That's what's unpopular opinion. Allegedly.
Okay.
It's because since from Boko Haram we entered Fulani herdsmen. From Fulani herdsmen we had terrorists.
terrorists, bandits. We now have the NTA, Nigerian Terrorist Association. We have the ISWAP.
They formed.
Yes, Nigerian Terrorist Association. We have ISWAP, a lot of them.
If the government really wants to eradicate it, I believe so. If the government really wants to eradicate it, they would have done that a long time ago. Nigerian army they have the capacity to eradicate all this, but why haven't they at this point?
That's a big question.
It's a big question. It's giving me concern. Like whenever I'm talking about it, I get so angry because of these things. People have died. Of promising futures have just gone down the drain. They've just been wasted in their own homes. In their own farms, trying to innocent people that are trying to earn a living because of what the government is doing. They are just dying anyhow. It's very bad. It's bringing a very bad name to the Nigerian government.
It is terrible.
Imagine it going international that Donald Trump had to intervene. Now, when Donald Trump entered, just one strike cleared out a lot of them. Something that Nigerian government refused to do. Imagine someone defending himself against a Fulani herdsman and sentencing him to death. Because of he defended himself. Okay, should he have allowed the Fulani herdsman to kill him? Once they start killing, the next thing they'll go to another person's farm. It will happen again. Go to another person's farm. It will happen again. That's why I told you that where I'm from, the way they chase them away. Because if you allow them, maybe like what they were saying during that time that my where I'm from, they chase them. They were each state allocate a land for them. Imagine they should. I don't know if you heard about it. They should allocate a land for them to be grazing on. As in, instead of them coming to your farm, give them land now. Does it make sense? Oh, it's really bad. Nigerian government should really look into this because it's starting to look like these things are political propaganda. Even sometimes, there was this video that Very Dark Man made last year. Sorry that I'm bringing this thing here. Okay. Very Dark Man, a video of, like, I cried watching that video. Even Very Dark Man cried, showing us inside people's houses the way they burnt them, slaughtered them. You will see their bones scattered around by these bandits or terrorists or these people. That was last year. It's last year.
A lot has been happening in the
been happening, as in,
and we over here. We over here.
We feel like we are safe, but we are not.
And because it hasn't gotten to this point, no matter how we try to fathom it, we don't get it the way
they do, because
it is the people over there that knows how bad.
Imagine sleeping with one eye open, and that attack that he was showing, I think it happened in the night. They came in the night when they are sleeping. Imagine the fear, because once you are sleeping, you don't know what is happening. Even if you wake up, you are still groggy from sleep. They killed, slaughtered all of them. It was like asking Nigerian government, what are you people doing about this?
And then do you know one funny thing?
Because it's not on your doorstep.
Do you know one funny thing about this whole thing? The fact that this has been going on for a while, a long time now.
A long time.
In the northern part of Nigeria. And nobody has come out from the north to stage a protest.
That is why.
And these incessant killings by the terrorists.
But then from our own side, they are always saying it.
I'm telling you. But then in the report in Anchor's chat, we looked at a case where some parts of the north, some of the northerners came out to protest against the recent killing of the supreme leader of Iran, Khamenei. We have Nigerian northerners coming out to protest against
another country.
The killing of Khamenei, an Iran leader. And then there has been a lot of killings in their own country, in their very region.
Because I want to ask this question: is it because most of these killings are Christians? Is it because most of them are Christians?
The narrative used to be that it was Christian genocide. you know.
But now
it actually
killing...
seemed like that at first. But to this end, it is now very crystal clear. It is now obvious that not only the Christians are being killed.
Now, why won't they protest against the killing of the Iranian man? When the Catholic Pope died, some of our leaders went to Rome to pay condolence visits. Meanwhile, and that same week, there was a mass killing that happened that same week, and they left their own country to go to another country to pay condolence. Why didn't you go and visit and see what happened in your own country and leaving it to go to Rome? They received a lot of backlash, but nothing. What do they say? It's not on their doorstep. Nobody close to them have been affected.
All right. Meanwhile, a 4-women-led advocacy group, Women Advocates for Responsible Governance, WARG, Women for Justice and Institutional Integrity, WJII, Coalition of Patriotic Nigerian Women, CPNW, and National Women Alliance for Rule of Law, NWARL, have defended the Minister of Works, David Nweze Umahi, over allegations of an unpaid 24.5 million naira debt. The group, speaking at a joint press conference in Abuja, described the claims linked to Tracy Nicholas Uhiri as lacking documentary evidence and urged Nigerians to allow the courts determine the matter. They argued that a transaction of such magnitude, allegedly dating back to 2015, would ordinarily have a clear paper trail, including contracts, invoices, delivery, acknowledgements, and traceable financial records. According to the groups, nearly 10 years after the alleged deal, there has been no formal demand letter, civil recovery process, or court filing order to support the claim. The organizations warned against what they described as the weaponization of unverified allegations, stressing that governance must be guided by due process rather than emotional narratives. They cautioned that distractions from unproven claims could undermine public trust and shift attention away from ongoing infrastructure projects under the Works Ministry. Okay, this is a continuation of an initial report. You know, last week we had Madam Tracy, who is a businesswoman, coming out to point accusing fingers at Minister David Umahi, Minister for Works, that he was owing her. She supplied campaign promotional materials to him. And then, according to her, she didn't even get an initial deposit. She had to hustle, run around for the money to carry out that project. And then she delivered the order to him. And then, coming back to request for her money, the minister had refused to give her the money. I watched a video that she did, and then that video even explained how at a point, even when her father was very sick and needed medical attention, she reached out to the man because she was like, I have money somewhere and my father is not supposed to die when I have this amount of money hanging somewhere. So she reached out to the minister to demand for this money, and then she got ignored. And since then, for close to 10 years now, that money has been hanging. The minister has refused to pay her. And she even accused the minister of making sexual advances towards her. And then, thank God for the personality of activist Showore, who has been on the matter. It is even because of him, through him, that this matter came up to the known. Otherwise, no one even knew about this. This was the initial report. And today, we are now having 4 different women organizations coming out to back up the minister. I have a whole lot to say. I have a whole lot of questions to ask. You know, in a way, I don't want to be biased, although I would like to state the fact that in the report, in this very report, when I took time to go through it, these women actually made some points that make sense. They noted the fact that how could a transaction of this magnitude even happen? And then there has been no evidence of invoices. And then for this woman to even agree to produce these campaign promotional materials of this amount without even an initial payment, what was she even thinking? But then, even as we look at the lapses from the woman's side, this conclusion by this women group, is it justifiable? Yes. Is this not looking like the case of women fighting women? You know, I read an article. A young man tried to change the narrative. In that article, he was like, over the years, women have always cried foul that the men are marginalizing them. They are being oppressed by the men. But he doesn't think it is true. Rather, he sees that the women are the ones fighting themselves. You see, some instances, I'm just going to reserve it for now. Let me get what you think about this report.
Well, I have a question to ask. Is the police involved in the matter?
Yes, the woman in question at a point was even arrested
because
by the minister.
So far, you asked me a question, is it justifiable? What they're not supporting her, and they're saying she needs to have invoices, receipts. At least you should have an evidence that something happened between you guys. It's very justifiable, because how will 2.4 million naira, someone is only 2.4 million naira, and you don't have an evidence to show that this person purchased something from you? It doesn't, I don't know.
Sorry to cut you. Actually, these women pointed out some evidential materials that they expected to see. But then, that doesn't mean that this woman, Madam, is it Sophia? The woman in question, the businesswoman, has no evidence at all. She showed, I think in the video that I watched, the chat she had with the minister was flagged. And then there was a video of her delivering the materials. It was a truck that carried the materials to the minister's house. So we have a video of these materials being conveyed in a truck to the minister's house. We have chat evidences. We have the messages which she had sent. And we have the minister's replies as well. Whenever she asked for the money, we had the minister's replies. And some other evidences, you know, that she pointed out. She even said the very day she delivered the materials, she mentioned the persons that were there. It was in his house.
Then are you sure the man is not using these women as a means to shut her up?
I asked you a question, you're not supposed to answer with another question.
Because I thought from the news, I read the news also. She doesn't have receipt, she doesn't have this one, she doesn't have this one. Now you're not telling me that there's chat evidence, even videos of the talks delivering the goods to the house. So why are the women coming out? 5 different groups. That means the man is trying to shut her up, because the woman has said, claimed that he's making advances towards her, and she said in a video that because she refused, he said he will not pay her the money. That he's not going to pay her the money. Even there's this one I saw, she fainted in court, Abby. Is it that she fainted in court or
that
custody?
woman has been going through a lot.
Because for her to faint, she has really been through a lot. The man should just, to avoid embarrassment, he's a minister for Christ.
Do you know what stands out for me the most in this report? It's not even the fact that the minister is refusing to pay this money and making this woman go through all of this. The fact that the women organizations who are supposed to back up this woman are now the ones allegedly coming out to try to shut her up.
Now,
it's concerning. Does it now confirm the claim that women are the ones fighting themselves?
I believe that women are their fellow women's problems. Because I don't know, you cannot see a man coming out to shame a man. It's mostly women on the internet. It's mostly women that are shaming themselves. Imagine a woman to say, I cook for my husband by 6, he goes to work, I take care of him. They'll not be like, why are you slaving for your husband? This one, you cannot see a man type that. If a man spends money on his woman online, his fellow men would appreciate him. You see women will be like, is she worth it? Is she worth it? Like all these kind of things. So women don't support each other when they really need it. It's only when a woman is making a mistake, that is when they come out to support a woman. Most times, all these feminists you see, women that claim they are feminists are women that have failed in maybe marriage or relationships, or failed women. You cannot see a woman that has a good career or she's doing well in her home and she's coming out to claim that she's a feminist. No. These women groups now, you're meant to support this woman now. Women supporting women, you're meant to support this woman now. She really needs your help, but maybe allegedly you've been bought by the Minister of Works, Umahi. I don't know. It's really, really bad. You're coming out to shame your fellow woman because of maybe allegedly David Umahi has paid you guys off. It's really, really bad.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know, I started by stating the fact that when I went through the report, I actually saw reasons with them from the points they made. And then I also said that, well, the evidential materials that they claimed the woman is supposed to have is actually justifiable. Actually, to have those,
but this business happened 10 years
materials
ago.
I'm coming. Now she doesn't have it, but then it still doesn't dispute the fact that she had other evidences. Now let's try to get this clear, that because this woman doesn't have the very evidences that you think she is supposed to have, shouldn't just rule out the fact that there may be truth in what she is saying. It shouldn't cancel the other evidences that she has. Okay, let's say you are upholding that, oh, if this transaction actually happened, you're supposed to have an invoice. Well, I may not have an invoice, but then I have videos and pictures and charts.
And witnesses.
Yes, and witnesses. So before anyone should come out to rule out the entire fact that this could be true and try to cover up the narrative, they should also fix themselves in this woman's shoes. What if you were the one in question? In one of the videos I watched, this woman even stated how she had to even divert her children's school fee just to make up the money to carry out this project. Is it even true that, is it even possible for a right-thinking woman to just wake up one day and then raise an uproar, raise allegations against an innocent man? Even as a lot of persons are coming up with different opinions on this. I think everyone needs to put ears and eyes down to get to the bottom before you attack, before you crucify. And then, Miss Oluchi, to this end, what message do you have for these women groups? 4 different women groups have come out to debunk the allegations of Madam Tracy. And then, to me, I think that is trying to shut her up. And is it proper?
Well, the message I will have to pass across is these women groups, they should try to delve into this matter, check for facts. Yes, she doesn't have evidence, she doesn't have her receipt, she doesn't have whatsoever you are looking for, but there are other things that she try, have a one-on-one with her, talk to her as a fellow woman should, not coming to just post something and say you're debunking what she say, you're debunking. It shows that maybe you guys have an alliance with this minister.
That's what
that is what it's
right?
pointing to. For you to just come out and say because the woman doesn't have invoices, but you're clearly seeing that she has other evidence. You're coming to say that that what she's saying is jargon or what. So delve into this matter, see well, check for facts, check for evidence, be a detective, send out people to make research, to check before you come out and debunk. Then another message I want to pass across is please don't be used as a political tool, because why will you be involved in an election process, campaign process, and you provided election and
promotional materials
for someone and you don't have invoice for that, meaning that there was an underground work, there was something that you guys should not have done that you did and you do not want the public to know. That is why you don't have receipts anyway. So don't be used that we should just learn from this woman. Don't be used as a political tool or a campaign person, or don't be used as that. And if you are doing something, do it legally to avoid all these kind of things. That's what I have to say.
All right, adding to what you just said, the advice you just gave, I think this is also a lesson to every business person out there.
Always have receipts.
The fact that this woman accepted to venture into this business without getting an initial payment, without asking for a written agreement, is so wrong. To all the business persons out there, learn your lessons. Don't allow anybody use you, because they will eventually dump you when they get what they want. The woman has her own portion of the blames too.
Yes, she does.
Like you rightly said. And other business persons out there, business institution personalities out there, should learn from this. No initial payment, no dealing. No written agreement, no dealing on credits. We should learn. Thank you so much for your beautiful perspective, all right? We will go on a short break. And when we return, we will continue with the rest of the reports. Stay with us. Welcome back from that very short break. Now let's proceed. In a shocking revelation, Nigerian music star Adekunle Gold has reportedly filed for from his wife, Simi. Sources disclosed to the couple claim that Gold expressed dissatisfaction with how their relationship has been unfolding, saying he could no longer remain in a marriage where he felt controlled. According to reports, Gold allegedly stated in the divorce papers, "I can't marry a woman that controls me all over my life." He also reportedly mentioned that he was struggling with Simi's attitude, particularly when she tried to take on what he described as the role of the man of the house. The couple long admired for their strong public image as one of Nigeria's most beloved power couples now appear to be facing a serious rough patch. This development has left fans and the entertainment industry in shock, raising the question, will they work through their differences, or is this the end of their celebrated union? You have the floor. What do you make of this report?
Why is Adekunle Gold saying this now that Simi is receiving a lot of backlash because of her tweets? Why? Why? Because why didn't you say it? Why didn't you let the public know that Simi has been the man of the house since? It's now that she's facing a lot of backlash. That's when you now see the opportunity to come out and say you don't want to marry her again. All these celebrity marriages, like, I've given up on believing in celebrity marriages, because you see one that will get married now, the next minute will be divorced. There's one, Peggy and Frederick Leonard.
Okay.
Their marriage last 5 months. That one shocked me. It's even shocked me past this one. Because how? Marriage that you just married now, the next minute you are divorcing. I feel bad for Simi and Adekunle Gold, because their marriage has been, I admire their marriage a lot, because they've been together for a long time. They've been together, and Simi, knowing that Adekunle Gold is an SS. You know, Adekunle Gold is an SS.
Yes.
She has been with him. Imagine you are with an SS that was still upcoming as an artist. You know how it used to be when you are with an upcoming artist now. She was still with him. They struggled together. They made it. They have 2 children now. How? You stayed with her that long. You dated her that long before you decided to marry her. Why didn't you notice that she's always wanting to be on top, not you being on top? Why didn't you notice it since? Is that not the essence of dating? The essence of dating is to know the kind of person you're getting married to. Or did you marry her to compensate the fact that she has been with you for a long time? Honestly, that was what I was thinking, because you just all of a sudden, because of she's receiving backlash on her past with tweets. And we know that Simi is a very quiet person and a private person. You hardly see her having issues with people online or anything. You're now coming to say you don't want to get married to her. It's really sad. Really sad, because I'm very sure a lot of Nigerian youths, we look up to them, their marriage. Sometimes be like, they with me, or see Simi and Adekunle Gold, they've been together, they were nothing. Now look at them now, they are something. Now this is happening.
I like the perspective from which you began the conversation. The fact that you questioned why Adekunle Gold decided to do what he's doing at this point in Simi's life.
Why?
Where she needs him the most. I mean, I thought marriage was supposed to be for better, for worse.
Marriage is meant to be for better, for worse.
And then we know that at this point in Simi's life, she is going through a lot because of the tweets she had a long time ago, which was dug up after she made a statement
concerning Mirabel's case.
Nigerians went back to dig up a tweet she made many, many years ago about the activities of herself, her closeness with her mother's school children. I'm coming. All right. And then we have Nigerians even on the police to carry out a probe. I saw in one of the reports where I think the place in Lagos, I think so, has even said if there is anybody who Simi has abused in the past, they should come out. So this woman is under a very hot seat. And of all time, Adekunle Gold decided to serve her divorce papers at this point of her life. What does this have to say? Is it that he has been pretending, or he was waiting for this opportunity to strike? Is it that he has just been managing? He hasn't really loved her. Is he trying to tell us that he's just getting to know that Simi is domineering, to be the man? I don't understand. Please come up with what you have to say before I continue.
Okay, what I wanted to say initially was Simi's case should serve as a warning to everybody.
Very important.
If you know, like, be careful of what you post, because you don't know where you will find yourself tomorrow. Now, Simi made a public statement. She said that most of those her tweets, she was tweeting as her then when Twitter, it was Twitter now, when Twitter came out, that anything that happens, she will post, she will tweet about it and everything. That she did not know that she's going to be a public figure later. So she had to, even when she now became popular, most of her tweets, her PR team had to delete most of them. So before you post, think twice. What if I become a local government chairman? What if I become the governor tomorrow? What if? Because they will dig it out.
Very important.
Then, secondly, I feel like Adekunle Gold was looking for a perfect opportunity to bring up this, because he knows that if it's that he came out and said, Simi is this, nobody will believe him, because everybody sees, before now, everybody sees Simi as a quiet
and supportive
partner. Imagine you've been with this guy, this SS guy, right from time. And she's quiet, she hardly comes out to talk, and she's not all these kind of celebrities that maybe expose their, but she's very decent, even her choice of music and everything. So he knows that if it's that he came out back then, people would complain and tag him, he will be dragged and everything. So now he's bringing it, everybody's supporting. Yes, Simi is not a good person, all because of old tweets. Now, I want to say that Adekunle Gold and Simi, couples always have issues. Couples always have issues. You've been dating her for quite a while, meaning that you have been, you know the kind of person she is, you know, you've been with her. So why do you want to divorce? It's like you can't cope again. You guys, they have three children, not even two, because twins. You have children together, you've been together for more than 15 years. So why now? So I don't know. I'm not really happy with this, but
I'm not happy with
what can we do?
And this also has a lot to say about the rate of divorce
that is happening
in the marriages we have these days. And yet, every Saturday, you still see people getting married. The ones that are not married, they want to get married. They are praying. They take pictures to Shiloh. They fast. Meanwhile, the ones that are already married are running out of it. It's just like someone is chasing all of them to get married, and there is another person chasing them out. We see mostly the celebrities. You're hearing that they are getting married today, the next day you're hearing of a divorce. What are these people even thinking? Should the government even... I read, I was going through people's comments on this, and someone said, maybe the government should come up with a rule that says, once you get married, no divorce. The least year for divorce should be 10 years. And then if you have to divorce, then you're not getting married again. If you get married again, you're going to be jailed for life.
No, they can't do that now. What if you're in a truly abusive marriage? You now wait 10 years. What if you buy before the 10 years elapsed?
This was someone's opinion. But when you look at the rate at which couples come up with very flimsy excuses, and then file for divorce. What are you trying to say that she's acting like the man, she's controlling, and so you want a divorce? What are you saying?
Do you want to marry a sheep? Because only sheep you can lead without. It's not like a woman should be submissive. A woman should, yes, obey your husband and everything, but you are married to your fellow celebrity.
And then he just told us Simi is controlling. He didn't tell us how. In what aspect? What do you mean when you say controlling?
I don't know if you saw a post that Adekule made about this same Simi, not this year, not too long ago, that Simi is good, he loves her, that she has been with him. There was one thing he said that, I can't really remember, but I'm not mad that she's controlling.
Do you know what?
I'll try and remember what he said.
Do you know what? What if this is even a propaganda to draw public sympathy? You know, a lot of persons are dragging on Simi right now, and she's on a hot seat. What if this is coming just to gather a pity party for her, to attract public sympathy? And then when everybody is now like, oh, why she's going through a lot, and then when they've forgotten about this other tweet for which she's been dragged, it will now be,
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. But
it's really not nice if this is true.
God has not really. I don't know. Is allegedly. We don't know if he actually did it. If he actually. That's how they were saying.
This is a verified report.
You know,
so
Bam Bam and Teddy A. There was a time they followed each other. They followed each other.
That is story for another day. I saw that on the report.
They started dragging them. All of a sudden, someone now said, these people know they're still together. Oh. So how do we know? I don't know. Although it's
right. Let's hope that this is not even true. It's going to be better if this is not even true. It's going to be so bad. It will be too much on Simi. So let's just hope that it's not true. And as the story keeps unraveling, let's hope to follow up to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
What's our final message before we wrap up on this show?
Yeah, just what I want to say is, first of all, be mindful of what you post on social media. Be mindful of what you post on social media. Don't be someone that will just stay and type, and it's not every challenge you see you hop on. You don't know where you find yourself tomorrow, and because of what you posted, the Nigerians, we know how to dig up people's past. That's what Nigerians are good at. They use it and shame you. So just try to know what you post. And from the previous issue that we talked about, if you are doing anything with anybody, especially these politicians, always have an evidence to show forth.
All right.
Don't drag up. Don't be like. Don't let them deceive you with any promises of any sort. Right. And let's all be safe out there. Thank you.
All right. So this is where we wrap it up on this episode of Atlantic TV Society Watch. We're open for sponsorship of this program, jingles and advertisements, news and event coverage, personality, society, and political interviews, products, service promotion, and commercials. Watch us live on www.atlanticnetwork.tv, Apple TV channel 205. Let me activate platform, Ifax Tech platform, Apple TV, Media TV, Iroko TV. Connect with us on ATN socials. Subscribe, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X at Atlantic TV Net. Remember and don't forget that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Ofina Anuja.
Morrison Media Group presents the 2026 Anniversary Celebration Lecture of Morrison Media Group. Theme: Media's role in shaping social change, addressing inequities, and empowering voices. Chairman Alex Ndudi Enebele, FSM, President, Institute of Strategic Management of Nigeria, Chartered. Keynote speaker, Professor Armstrong Idachaba, Professor of Media and Broadcasting Communication. Panelist, Professor Chris Ochonogo, immediate past head of Department, Journalism and Media Studies, University of Port Harcourt. Dr. Ijoma Tobosia, Secretary, NUJ, River State. Dr. Sarah Joe, University Orator and Associate Dean, Faculty of Communication and Media, River State University, Port Harcourt. Dr. Ibiere Koki, Ignatius Aju University of Education, Rumolomini, Port Harcourt. Chief Host, Dr. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, Chairman, Morrison Group. Date, Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Venue, Gate Place Hotel, Kilometer 5, East West Road, adjacent Obirikwere Flyover, Rumosi, Port Harcourt. Time, 10 a.m. For more information, please call Kainde Paul Obofade, 081-063-41777 or Samuel Ajinwo at 090-454-00744. Signed, Management.
From live across the ocean.